Oh, it's live now. Girl, why is people calling me? Okay, he called me. Anyway, hey y'all. It's Darian, aka Dare to Sparkle, DAR number 2 Sparkle. It's my first time doing a live video. If you hear stuff in the background, it's the dishwasher, the washing machine. My friend Key's watching Power over there. My other friend Kiki's in her room. So yeah, it's a lot going on. And people are clearly are calling me. Like, it's just ridiculous. So yeah, today I got asked by Nee Elise. I think I said that right. If not, I'm sorry. Um, it's NI space ALLICE. Asked me to do a video on being a forensic science major, being at an HBCU, going to Fayetteville State period. I guess I'm gonna just cover it all. I'm gonna mix it all because somebody else, no, two other people asked me to do my life as a cheerleader, what I had to go through, um, what to expect, what not to expect, the pros and cons, I guess. And I'm doing a collab with, I think her name is Brown Brown Beauty. I'm gonna link her. Her stuff is gonna be linked at the bottom. I don't want to get her name wrong, but what's up? On the video, she over there smiling. That's cute. But basically, I wrote some stuff down so I don't get off track. And yes, so this is awkward for me. This kid, this girl, Lord have mercy. This is Key. She gonna be in. She was in a couple of my vlogs. Yeah, how many vlogs you was in? 2 vlogs.
I don't know.
She was in one of my vlogs. Um, you're gonna see her a lot coming soon because we have some news to announce later when we get stuff confirmed. But yeah, before I forget, don't forget to follow my follow my social media at my Instagram at Dare to Sparkle, DAR number 2 Sparkle. It's a play on my name. Um, it's private, but follow me and I'll follow you back. Also, I'm trying to fix my Twitter, so we're just gonna hold off on Twitter. But Facebook is facebook.com/Dare to Sparkle. Same thing. You can go like my page that I have attached now. My Snapchat is Bobby underscore lovely, BOBBI underscore lovely. And any other social media I'm missing? Yeah. Yeah. Twitter's down for right now. Yeah. That's it. That's all I got. Or Pinterest. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on my YouTube channel. So yeah, let's get right into it. I'm gonna start off with like my major. So if y'all don't know, it's also in my bio, and I think I say it all the time in my vlogs. But I'm a forensic science major with a concentration in biology at Fayetteville State University. I am a 5th year senior, meaning that I've been here for 5 years, going on my 5th year. Before people crack jokes, this major is kind of tedious, so I'm gonna explain that. Um, I've gone to Fayetteville State my whole undergrad years from since I graduated from high school all the way till now, and I graduated in 2012. Um, I was a cheerleader. I was part of multiple organizations, and I'm gonna get into that in a minute. Um, I used to have a minor in biology. I dropped it last semester. The reason why I dropped it is because it added 10 more classes that I wasn't willing to take and wait to push graduation off. I was supposed to graduate originally in May, but you don't always get the classes that you need sometimes, depending on what university you go to and how many people need them classes. So I was supposed to graduate in December. Some issues with classes and stuff like that, which I'm gonna talk about later, happened, and now I'm graduating this May. Hopefully, let's pray. Um, let's go into life and a HBCU. So Fayetteville State University was not my first choice. I a 6.5 hour drive from Charlotte. That's where I'm from, Charlotte, North Carolina, to Eastern Kentucky University, home of KFC. They had my major. They had a beautiful campus. It was big and it was BWI. I was not willing to necessarily go to a PWI because I've gone to private schools and I've gone to public schools. I've gone to what you call white schools and I've gone to black schools. And it's a completely different dynamic. The way you represent yourself might be a little bit different. Um, what you identify with might be different depending on what you identify as your race or what you identify, period. So, HBCU, um, I really didn't want to go to my parents' alma mater. I didn't want to go to anybody's alma mater. But because my grandmother was a big impact in my life, and she went to Fayetteville State when it was a teacher's college back in the day. And I found out they had my major. Let me go. I got into my major when I took my first biology class, and I aced that class. Like I just fell in love with biology, and I didn't want to just major in biology. I wanted to be something specific. And my family owns a funeral home, so it made sense to do forensic science. So life at a HBCU is it's interesting. It's tedious. It's fun. It's challenging. It's a mixture of good and bad. Things I like. I'm gonna start with the pros. No, I'm gonna start with the cons because I'm in with a positive note. Cons are people think when you go to HBCU that you're automatically hood. I call myself suburban, bougie, and ghetto. I'm not really even ghetto, but yeah, they just assume when you go to HBCU that you're ratchet. To be honest, it doesn't matter what school you go to. If you act ratchet, you are ratchet. Like it is what it is. Um, they think like you're not accredited. HBCUs are very, very, very particular on like your GPA. They don't compromise for anybody. So that's that can, you know, you're not living a college life. But they think that all you do is party, and it is some of that, but it's not all the time. And if you're mature enough and intelligent enough, you're not going to party all the time. And if you are, you're going to have your education first. That's what you're paying for. Um, what else are some bad things that people assume about HBCUs, Key? Yeah, they think we have a lot of drama and fights. Fights and drama happen at every college. It doesn't matter if it's a PWI or HBCU. And for the people who don't know what an HBCU is, that means a historically black college or university. A PWI is a predominantly white institution. So when you hear those acronyms, that's what I'm talking about. Um, moving on, advice for forensic science majors: read, study, ask questions, and know your professors. Those are the 5 things that I can come up with on top of my head. What I mean by read is stuff is repetitive, but that doesn't mean that you're going to remember it all the time. I don't have a photo. What is it called? Phototelic memory, whatever. I can't look at something and memorize it unless it's a picture. To be honest, I have to constantly read, maybe write it down 50 times, whatever. Use note cards, flashcards, whatever. Um, biology is mainly vocabulary. You need to know what stuff is to know the study of life. Biology is a study of life. So, yeah. Um, pay attention in chemistry. If you're not going to major in chemistry or not have a concentration in chemistry, even though I have a concentration in biology and my minor was biology, you need a lot of chemistry. And I suck at chemistry. So that's where being patient and determined comes into play. Like sometimes you're gonna fail, sometimes you're gonna succeed. It's all depending on that person. So yeah, know your professors. Most colleges that have a forensic science program, you're going to reuse the same professor. They teach different things in that same major. So know your professors, know your advisor. Like they've already been through this, so you kind of need to talk to them, ask for advice. Sometimes you're going to be high, sometimes you're going to be low. You need to talk to them on both settings and get to know if this is really what you want to do. Um, for my advice, classes that need to be taken or are required at my school. I'm not going to speak for other schools because they might be different, but your basic biologies, your basic chemistries, and physics. Of course, every school is going to make you take English, math. Math for us goes up to geometric something, whatever, calculus. If you're not good at math, you need to get a tutor, invest in a tutor. Um, I take biochemistry, I take cell biology, I take molecular biology, microbiology, I took zoology, I took population genetics zoology, I'm taking regular genetics zoology. Um, of course, I'm taking serology, which is laboratory work. Um, Capstone, which is hands-on laboratory work, so like under a microscope, take microscopy. Um, I think those are mainly the courses that we take at Bible State. How long have I been in college? I think I said this earlier. I've been in college for 5 years. It's going on my 5th year. Oh, sorry, y'all. Look at my hair. They're cute. Christmas Eve. Um, I'm a little different from most. Most people who are forensic science majors at my school are not active in too much. They're besides their major. I can only name maybe 3 or 4 people who were athletes and forensic science majors, and they were all cheerleaders. So we do have some Greeks. I think, yeah, we have some Greeks that are forensic science majors. Sorry, someone's calling me again. He called me again. Sorry. Um, Most people do like research or in part of clubs. I'm part of the Forensic Science Club, so I was part of SAC, which is SAAC, Student Athletic Advisory Committee, because I was a cheerleader. I represented cheerleading, and cheerleading is a sport. I was part of Hot Couture Fashion Society. I'm part of So is Key, if you hear in the back. Um, I'm part of different organizations. I'm well rounded. You need to advertise yourself really well. Create your brand while you're in college. HBCU versus PWIs. I can't really speak for PWI, but from what I've heard and what I've seen, I don't know if I'm completely correct. You can correct me in the comments below. I don't mind. Answer this phone call because someone keeps calling. You see that, y'all? Hey, let me call you right back. She's getting dressed. All right, bye. Okay. All right, bye. Key, get dressed. He keep calling. We got to go somewhere. I think HBCUs, if you're African American or a minority, period, you're gonna identify more with a HBCU. It's about proving society wrong. PWIs are fun. I've been to a PWI. I enjoyed myself. They tend to be a lot bigger depending on where you live and what school you're looking at. The requirements can be different. GPA requirements can be different. Um, Parties can be different. Simply, I would I would say East Carolina's parties are way different than Fayetteville State parties. Um, Location can be a big thing between HBCUs and PWIs. Um, yeah, I can beat your face. I might do that live too. What else would you say is the difference between PWIs and HBCUs? Yeah, food. Well, music that can like events. Yeah, special events. How we advertise our events, what events we have can be different. Our sports dynamic is a little bit different. Some HBCUs focused on football and basketball. Um, and that's mainly what we have. Some people have like tennis. Some HBCUs have like tennis. We have a track. We don't have a track team. And some HBCUs have baseball. PWIs tend to have a little bit more sports, a little bit more funding. Um, Sometimes they've been there longer. It depends. Um, would I ever go to a HBCU after? Yes. Would I go to a PWI? Yes, it's all about my education. I don't really care where I go as long as I get my education and I get my degree and I'm soaring on the acceleration train. So, working along with my major. As y'all know, I work at Kohl's. If you don't know, you know now. I'm working part time. Right now, I started off as a seasonal, and now I'm going to be a permanent worker at Kohl's. It is hard trying to balance getting this check, being in these different organizations. I don't cheer anymore because my 4 years are up, but and being in my major, like time conflicts happen all the time in college. It don't matter if you're at an HBCU or at a PWI. Trying to keep gas in my car, trying to keep my car running, like you need money to do that. So working and being in this major, you have to stay focused. You have to have a great support staff behind you. And what I mean by support staff, I mean like your parents, grandparents, whoever raised you, your friends. You need to have real friends in college. Don't have them fake friends that you go out and party with and then you can't depend on them for nothing else. That just blows me. Um what else? Basically, you got to find a job that's going to be able to adjust to your schedule. I would say we have seminars that happen when I'm at work, and I have to either call out of work or not go to them seminars. You have to choose. Some stuff is mandatory, some stuff is not mandatory. So it's all up in the air. Um, I would say if you're a forensic science major, stick with it. Most people change their major, and then what? At the end of the day, I'm going to be making coins. That's what this whole thing is about. Starting a career and making coins. Um, Also decide if you want to be in the lab, as in like a lab technician, or on the field. They're two different things. Lab technicians tend to get paid more. You tend to set your own hours, and it's a lot of work, and you have to have a lot of knowledge to be in that. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm debating if I want to do DNA analysis, if I want to do semen analysis, if I want to do fingerprint analysis. Those were things that I've personally done at Fayetteville State. I've done DNA isolation. I've copied DNA. Um, I've identified fingerprints. I've done a saliva kit, RSID. You'll learn this as you get to college and take these courses. Or I can decide whose blanket is that? I thought this was yours. Not mine. Well, whose the hell is this? It's not mine. It's some type of Sorry, but Oh Lord, forgive me. I'm sorry, y'all. She didn't blow batter. But or you can be on the field. You get called whenever there's a crime scene or whenever you need to do an investigation. That can be what specific part you want to do in forensic science. Not more interested, you might need this or how you collect the evidence. You need to know specific tests that you use to collect that evidence, improve that evidence. You have to document everything down. You have to draw stuff. It's a lot. It's a whole process, and different agencies have different requirements. So, find your main audit, which is a study of death. I'm also going into mortuary science. So my forensic science degree is not just for biology. It's all around. I will be getting paid. And my grandmother always told me, and my mother always told me, you need to be in a business that will never run out of business. In other words, fashion will always be there, but that doesn't mean you're going to stay relevant. So if you're going to be a fashion designer, you need to have that creative mind. You need to have that determination. You need to have them coins to set that future up. Forensic science, people are going to be dying every day. People are going to be, I hate to say it, assaulted, violated every day. It's your job to determine what happens. That's not going to ever run out as long as mankind is still on this earth. So, yeah. I hope I answered all the questions that you may have. If I didn't, I can do another live video for my major information, and just comment down below for that. Quick thing on my cheerleading life. I was a Fayetteville State Bronco cheerleader from 2012 to 2016. I was captain of Blue Squad, which is who cheers for the girls during basketball season, my freshman year. And I was on White Squad for 3 years, and I was the captain of the whole cheer freshman, which was White Squad captain in 2014, 2015, I think. My cheerfy name is 83 Personal. If you don't know what cheerfy means, it's our cheerleading organization. I can explain that in another video, but I'm 83 Personable. If you don't know what cheerfy is about and you're not cheerfy, and I mean real cheerfy, do not yo. Let me get into it. Cheering for my school. I didn't cheer because we were winning. I didn't cheer because we were losing. I cheered because that's my life. It kept me out of trouble. It kept me active. It kept me motivated. Cheering is life. If you're a real cheerleader, you know cheerleading is life. How long I've been cheering? I've been cheering
for 1 year.
I've been cheering for like 13 years. 13, 14 years. Dang, I'm old. Y'all, I'm 22 and I've been cheering for like 14 years. Bro, I have a whole decade. I'm cheering. You old too. I already spit my history. My experience at Fayetteville State, my experience was really, really good. Most people say, "Oh, it's intimidating." It's not. Sometimes you just gotta shut up and put up. It is what it is. Stuff is intimidating. You can run from it the rest of your life. Yes, I was scared out of my panties when I came to that first tryout my freshman year, and my tryout was horrible. And I was surprised Dr. LaWanda Miller picked me to be on that cheerleading team, but she saw some potential in me, and I made it. And I worked hard. I proved that I should have cheer experience, but that doesn't mean it was correct cheer experience. And what I mean by correct cheer experience, you might know the positions, but are your emotions sharp? Do you know the safety of everything? Do you know how to fly? Are you versatile? Because I can base and I can back spot. If you don't know what that means, go look up some cheerleading videos because I'm not going to have time to explain that. Um, I could tumble a little bit. We're not going to talk about that. That's a story time for y'all later. That was embarrassing. Um, I can use my voice without it being lost all the time. I did lose my voice sometimes, but yeah, I stay fit. And what I mean by fit is I stay toned. It is what it is. Like if you look better at the club than you do in uniform. To me, that's a personal problem. That might not be a problem to you. What else about my experience? I enjoyed my time being a cheerleader. Like I didn't let people identify me as a Bronco cheerleader. They called me, "Hey, cheerfy, hey, Bronco cheerleader." No, my name is Darian. Yeah.
Cheerful.
They be like, "What's up, cheerfy?" I be like, "Bruh, my name is
I
Darian."
never heard nobody say that before. That's funny.
They call me cheerfy all the time, and I be mad because I'm beyond cheerfy. I claim that on me because I earned it, but I'm more than just cheerfy. I'm Darian, who happens to be on a cheerleading team that is the real cheerfy smooth. Don't put up the C's if you're not cheerfy smooth.
I am the real.
I am the real. She is not cheerfy. Tryout experience. My tryout experience was nerve wracking.
Hers was not.
I freaked out. We had to learn a cheer chant and dance. And I was a dancer before I was a cheerleader, so the dance wasn't hard for me. It might have been challenging depending on what you're good at. But I messed that chant up and I was looking around and that was just bad. That was when I wasn't filling in my eyebrows. I wasn't wearing lashes. So y'all just imagine I was um no, you don't have to wear lashes and fill in your eyebrows to be on that cheerleading team, just in case anybody had any questions. Um it was a 2 day trial. You had the first day to learn and then you try it the next day in your group. We picked groups based off of whatever order you in. She did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. whatever, etc. We had to cheer in a sports bra and shorts, and that's because most of our uniforms show our midriff. And if you don't know what a midriff is, it's your torso. So yeah, my coach is traditional. She does not like tattoos. So I would say if you're planning to try out for Fayetteville State, if you have tattoos, please cover them up. There's nothing wrong with that because I have a tattoo and it's on my hip, but you can't see it in uniform. Um, she is traditional. That's all I can say. And so is my mom. She was mad when I got my tattoo. That's another story time. We're gonna talk about that too later. The pros and cons about cheerleading. The cons are it's time consuming. Anything that you join that's really worth it is stressful. Anything that's easy is not worth it. Um, you have to be committed. If you're not committed, this is not a sport for you. Any sport is not for you if you're not committed. Um, it's very tedious when it comes to being fit. Like you're constantly running. Cheerleading is a sport. It is a competition. It doesn't matter if you're not getting scored currently. You're cheering for your team to win that competition. That is a sport. Point blank. Period. So it required me drinking a lot of water because I needed to stay hydrated, eating healthy. Like this with any sport, anything that requires you to be active. That's even at your worst. Sometimes you get a lot of attention. Yes, that's a pro, but that could be a con as well. Um, I enjoy myself every time I got on that field or that court. Jared Sparkle was coming for you. So you meet a lot of friends that become family. These are my cheer sisters and brothers, and yes, we do have boys on the cheerleading team. And you'll go for bat for them. You find that common ground, and you just love your cheer brothers and sisters. Sometimes they get on your nerves. They're just like little brothers and older brothers, and whatever. They're like siblings. You hate them 1 minute and you love them. I grew to know myself while being a cheerleader. Like I knew myself, but I knew myself, and I love that. And plus, my coach is motherly. My coach is like thebomb.com. We're gonna leave it at that. I already said my cheer name is 83 Personable. Balancing cheerleading, dating, and school and work. Well, at the time I wasn't working when I was cheering. My parents were like, "That's just too much. No job is gonna hire you for like 4 hours." It just wasn't gonna happen. I just didn't have enough time. There are people on the cheerleading team who do work and cheer, but they're not in other organizations. And I was in like 5 or 6 other organizations and cheering and I dated. Is that a good way to put it? I dated, and all of them were unsuccessful because they're not here now. But that's my personal issue. I'm just hard to date, I think. You think?
Yeah.
Yeah, Key agrees. I'm just hard to date. Because I put a lot of stuff first. I put my family, I put my love for cheerleading, and I put my academics before any man. I'm sorry. Like, if you can't keep up, then it's just not meant to be. Huh?
You're mean.
I'm not mean. I'm brutally honest. Like, I have a filter, but without having a filter. We're not gonna talk about my personal life like that all the way. But dating is a little hard because you don't know if they're dating you because you're a cheerleader and they think whatever stereotypes that you about to follow through on that. That's a L. Um, sometimes, I mean, guys play girls who aren't cheerleaders. Guys play guys. Guys play guys. Guys play girls. College is a game, and you need to put your big balls on and play it. Like it is what it is. You brush that off. Yeah, you cry a little bit, and you move on. That's just like people gonna play you your whole life. It's just, are you gonna play back? Um, in college, and sometimes I didn't. I'm not gonna lie, I failed some classes. Well, I didn't fail, but I didn't pass some classes. Like getting a D in those classes, you pass but you didn't pass. I cried to my coach. I cried to my mom. I cried to everybody. Like, it's about balancing your time. And college is about balancing and knowing your limits. Like, if you know you don't have good time management, you need to either find a way to get it or give something up. But I balance school, my organizations, and cheerleading all in one because I stay prayed up. I stayed motivated and I asked for help. My mom and my dad were until this is not last my year. I lost my dad January finals. Right. So I was able to handle that and still be in my organizations and cheer and be a full-time student. I think everybody else could do it. So yeah, did I miss anything? No. If y'all feel like I missed anything, because I wrote some notes so I can stay on track on both sides, on both topics. If I missed anything, please let me know. Or if you have any more questions or whatever, comment your experience in college at a HBCU or a PWI. Comment if you're a cheerleader, if you're a forensic science major, if you're a science major, period. Just comment something below. I try to respond as quickly as possible. Um, but yeah, I think that was about it. You're gonna see Key later on in some other videos. She a little tired with me right now. She's doing her hair. Did she let me down?
I can't even see this damn hair. That's why I just stopped. And my hair won't stay down to keep curling up.
You got that curly Susie girl. Anyway, oh, also my nails are done by Linda's Nails on Ireland Drive, 1111 Ireland Drive in Fayetteville, North Carolina. So yeah, I like them. They were like Christmassy color. Key got her nails done with me, so I got the burgundy reddish with the shimmer silver, and she got olive green and gold, so we're Christmassy together. I think that was it. So y'all have fun on whatever y'all doing. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe and follow my social media that's down below. See y'all later. See y'all later. See y'all later. Don't forget to dare to sparkle.